Hey, this is Bill Mosley, and make sure you check out withoutyourhead.com.
Scream queens, bad dreams. This must be without your help. The station of decapitation.
This is Nasty Neal from the Station of Decapitation Without Your Head, and I'm here with Tom Savini at Mad Monster Party 2018 in Charlotte. He's got a special guest with him.
Yeah, hi. How you doing?
Very cool. Where did you get this? Why would I ask him where he got anything?
Actually, I saw it here. Morris Costumes had it.
Really?
Yeah, so we asked him how much. He just gave it to me.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
No, something I actually never asked you is back in the day I heard people talk like you could get real skeletons from India.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like do you have any memory of that? Like during that time,
yeah.
when did it stop?
Yeah, back when I was doing all the splatter effects, in the 80s, when we ordered real skeletons.
Yeah.
I mean, you can buy plastic ones.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, people I met real ones, yeah.
So the real ones came from India. In fact, the box said, a product of India. David Letterman made a big deal about it when I brought one on the show. Yeah.
And like, were they like perfect? Like, did you ever wonder like how they could like produce so many skeletons?
Well, I never asked where. where they
That's
came.
probably the best idea.
Letterman said, "Watch your loved ones, folks." You know.
Yeah.
But they were always female.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, were they a certain age or anything?
Well,
You're not an expert on yeah.
No way for me to tell.
You didn't know what to do with bow and X. Yeah.
I was just putting Rice Krispies and latex on them.
Yeah, which I'm sure everyone has told you this a million times, but my brother bought me that book when I was a kid.
My book?
Yes. And it was amazing. I never made anything out of it too much, but it was an amazing read, and I always loved horror. And do you ever run into people who say that started them in like the business?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Even famous makeup artists, I'm always surprised when they tell me, "Oh, I learned how to make teeth from your book," or something else. You know.
Yeah.
But I borrowed a skeleton from a costume store, a medical skeleton.
Yeah.
You know, it had wires in the jaw, the springs in the fingers. It was a medical. I just noticed.
There's like a hidden compartment over here.
Is that doing anything? There's a switch in the back with a battery pack.
Maybe the batteries are dead.
Is it doing anything now? Anyway,
It's a victim of the blackout from earlier.
So I borrowed this medical skeleton for Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
And I decorated it like a corpse. When the movie was over, I gave it back to the costume company. They put it in the window in Halloween inside a coffin.
Yeah.
The county coroner shut them down, saying that that's a real body in the coffin. He couldn't tell the difference between real rotted flesh and Rice Krispies and latex.
That would make you proud.
It's in the book, yeah.
And you created Nubbins, right? Yeah. So I don't know if you knew this, you probably do, but a couple years ago here at Mad Monster, they got in trouble shipping it back to LA because they thought it was an actual corpse.
I know. Well, it's right over there.
Yeah. So I would not bring it with you if you're going.
Well, he took it through the X-ray machine. You know, that's. You could have packed it in the box.
Yeah.
Put it in the luggage, you know.
What would you say? I won't say they're your favorite because obviously you can't pick that. But what's like some of the most fun things like you had to create before there was like this is how you create something? Like you had to figure out how you would create it.
The fun things. Well, everything is fun.
Yeah, I would assume that.
And there's no favorites because like
Yeah, I didn't want to ask that.
they're all my children. You know, you can't have a favorite child, but the stuff in Creepshow. You know, I had never done a animated creature like Fluffy.
Yeah.
Or Nate's corpse coming up. You know. So it was all fun to do the stuff that you would do for Halloween, and you get paid to do it, and it winds up in a great movie. You know?
Yeah. And all that stuff still holds up.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And I'm not actually saying your suspect. It's my favorite. But I've always thought that bad, like practical effects, are much more fun than bad CG effects.
Well, the CG, I mean, I like CGI when it's done well.
Sure.
but most of the time it's not. And they haven't mastered certain things. Blood splatter, cars falling,
fire,
people, you know. They haven't mastered certain things. But there's a certain satisfaction to knowing that when you see my stuff, it's happening right in front of you. Just, you know, Rick Baker's werewolf transformation.
Yeah.
That happened right in front of you, you know. So there's some satisfaction to that, and it looks different. It looks better.
Yeah. What were the things that got you into wanting to do this, like a young
Well,
Tom?
I saw a movie called Man of a Thousand Faces. That's when I decided I'm going to be one of the guys that creates the monsters. You know?
Yeah.
So you go out and you learn how, and you dedicate your whole life to it.
Now, I believe Lon would have been passed by the time you were getting this. But did you ever meet any of those guys that like you looked up to?
Well, Dick Smith, of course, I met. Vern Langdon, Stan Winston. But I think Stan Winston was probably Dick Smith was the most famous, the one I most looked up to. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, they all do great work, but Dick shared his secrets. I mean, everything we do, Dick Smith invented. You know, and we just enhance it and maybe add something to it.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna let you go here, man. But I do want to know, when you watch like new movies, does anything impress you?
No.
Or is everything just you're beyond that point?
Yeah.
And can you just watch a movie and enjoy it as a movie, or do you see it since you're behind the scenes?
No, it's really tough. I have to get stoned.
All right.
Or getting stoned helps.
Well, that's how we listen to our shows usually.
Or you got to see it like 8 times before you just get into the story.
Yeah.
Get Out. You like Get Out, right?
Get Out, I like.
Okay. Yeah, I like that a lot too. I actually thought last year was a good year for horror.
That's because it kept you interested.
Yeah.
It kept you wanting to know. And that's the secret of what a good director does, is he makes you want to know what's on the next page, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you sit there, you don't care, let it come. You know?
I do have to ask one other thing is, because when I was a kid, like I was into zombies, but it wasn't like most people were into zombies. Now, like you see kid shirts with zombies on, and it's very mainstream. What's your take on that? To see zombies become just everywhere?
Well, there was no way of knowing that was going to happen, you know, because it comes in cycles. It's either monsters, like Frankenstein, Wolfman, Dracula, and then the bloodbath, Herschel Gordon Lewis, then the psychological terror, Psycho. Then it came back with Predator, Alien, and then the bloodbath again, Scream, and then the psychological terror, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. So you can't. I don't know what cycle we're in now. You know?
Clowns, I think.
People, you're not supposed to be afraid of clowns. Some of my best friends are clowns.
Right.
They used to be in Ringling Brothers, you know.
But when's the last time you saw a clown? If you see a clown in the movie, you know he's either a demon or at the best he's like an alcoholic, but he's never going to be like a heroic guy. Or a Santa Claus or a priest.
I turned down scripts where the killer was a clown or there's a demon clown, or because like I said, my friends were clowns. You know?
Yeah. Well, it's very cool to talk to you.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah,
Thanks very much. Yeah.
Monsters